In this video I'm going to rank every single PvP YouTuber on Minecraft. Obviously not every single, but all the big YouTubers or all the ones that I felt needed to be added onto this list. See ya, subscribe. Alright, so in order to rank every single PvP YouTuber, I first need to build a place to rank every single PvP YouTuber. Alright, we're done with the building. I think it looks pretty good. Only one person's going in the end, that's final place person. I suppose it's time to start with the ranking list. Final place, Sponker, also known as Spencer. Compared to some other people on the list, he's really not that good, and I also am going to be ranking people like based on their skill and everything. And Sponker gets a 4 out of 10 for PvP. Pause. Looking back on it, I realized that Sponker is actually pretty good at PvP, and that ranking him 4 out of 10 is definitely not what I should have ranked him. Because I've been researching a bit and I figured out he is pretty good at PvP. I'd probably give him like an 8 out of 10. So knowing that, I probably would have moved him up to like C tier or bottom of B tier, but too late for that now. Alright, maybe I should add a sign somewhere. It says here that I need to be judging them based on their gameplay, aim, intelligence, strafing, aggression, and reaction time / problem solving. So I think his gameplay is, I mean, he uploads like manhunt type videos, and manhunts are really like early game videos where you can't really get to see how well someone really is. For content, I give him a 4 out of 10 because personally his manhunts just seem too staged. I know they are, and he uploads PvP legacy videos, but frankly they're just a little weird to watch. I need to judge people based on their intro, storytelling, editing, gameplay, music, thumbnail / title, character / individual, like what I think of them, their upload schedule, and their audience engagement. Sponker's going in F tier. Alright, in the number 20 spot we have the one and only Dream. And the reason I say Dream is because, to be honest, like, although everyone thinks he's really good at PvP that like watch him, he's really not. His, like, the only game mode that he's even just decent in is Axe PvP, and everything else he is not any good in. I mean, I can confidently say that I'm pretty sure I'd be able to beat him in a fight. We haven't really seen much of him PvPing apart from just Axe PvP and his manhunts and everything, but from what I have seen, he usually gets like destroyed from the people higher up on this list when they battle him. So yeah, that looks like a possessed person, but that's the dream. And his game intelligence, I just have a feeling that it's not very good. You know, like, he doesn't know much about Minecraft. For example, he doesn't know that dolphins attack people when you attack them. In terms of content though, I give him an 8 out of 10. Oh, by the way, I gave him a I gave him a 2.5 out of 10 for PvP compared to other people. By the way, 1 out of 10 is like the average player. So it isn't 5 out of 10. So like he wouldn't lose to the average player. 1 out of 10 is the average player. So everyone on this list is better than the average player. His editing isn't very good, but upload schedule definitely not, or audience engagement, or storytelling. But in terms of gameplay, music, thumbnail and title, you know, his videos are really intriguing. The manhunts and stuff is cool to watch, so that's why he's going in D tier. Next on this list, it is DrDonut. For this, I can't really actually be judging people based on crystal PvP. Well, he's the only crystal PvP I put on this list, because I just think that's unfair, and then he would definitely go in S tier for like PvP. So I'm talking about him without crystal PvP skills. And from what I've seen, he's decent at PvP. He has relatively good aim and like intelligence, you know, mechanical knowledge. In terms of like strafing and stuff, he could definitely work on that. Sorry, in terms of PvP, I gave him a 5 out of 10. But for content, I gave him a 6 out of 10. I watch all his videos, they're pretty fun to watch. Crystal PvP is satisfying and all, but I feel like they're just too short, and he dies a lot of the time, and it just doesn't count towards the video. You know, like the bounty videos, he dies, but the person didn't get the bounty or whatnot, and it just kind of like ruins the video. Kind of the editing is also a bit, you know, he rages quite a bit, and I don't like rages. Alright, we've got quite a few people for this one. At the bottom of C tier though is Carman18. Something that not many people know, I think, is that Carman18 is actually really good at PvP. Like, he's managed to beat Rasplin and Sharpness before, which are both pro PvP players. I've also seen him battle a few other smaller YouTubers, like here and there, just watching videos of him fighting them. He also does some hoplite, which is nice. I like watching hoplite videos, and he does pretty well in them. Wait, no, he's only done one, and I'm pretty sure he died in that one. Well, that doesn't matter. You know, he's very loud. He shouts a lot. I don't really like how much he yells and everything. But like, he's a cool person, you know. And next is someone that is moving to S tier actually. Yeah, I think you know who I'm going to say at this point, but if you don't, it's me. And the reason I'm going in S tier is because I'm just the coolest person ever. I'm working on my PvP, I'm getting pretty good. I'm currently in the stage of trying to get better internet connection to PvP Legacy. But apart from that, I'm becoming very good. You know, beating my brother and beating most people on PvP Legacy. And I am trying to switch my content up to PvP content, but at the moment that's not doing very well. In terms of content, or in terms of PvP, I gave myself a 7 out of 10. For Caman, I gave him a 8.25 out of 10, which is very good. And I gave myself a 7 out of 10, which is an ugly number. I hate the number 7 if you don't know, because it's overrated. But in terms of content, I was a bit humble and I gave myself 4.5 out of 10. Yeah, I make interesting videos, but the way I edit them and everything is just, I don't know, I could edit them more. Yes, I have number 17. 17 is also a very ugly number because it's overrated, but yeah, there I go, in S tier. That's why you should like and subscribe. Alright, this is someone I haven't watched in a while, but I do remember watching them in the past, and I think they make pretty decent content. They've constantly been updating their PvP skills, so you've been able to see their gradual change in PvP. The person is RKY. So yeah, this guy has been constantly like uploading videos, and he's getting really good at PvP. I think he's mastered Crystal PvP. So I gave his content a 5 out of 10, and I gave his PvP skills 7 out of 10. I'd like him to 1v1 me actually. I reckon I'd be able to stand a chance against him maybe. So yeah, 1v1 me. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, he'll probably beat me. By the way, this is in gradual order, so Caman's full worst of C tier, Dream's full worst of D tier. Yeah, so, and I'm full worst of S tier, because I gotta be humble to an extent. But next is someone that's really going to shock you, Minemanner. And that is Minemanner. I did him real dirty here, but I'm about to explain why. I actually took some notes for this. for starters, he has a horrible upload schedule, so already... Oh, by the way, his content, I'm just saying straight up now, is 1 out of 10. Sorry, Minemanner, but I'm not going to be subscribing to you anytime soon. He makes like 30-second long shorts of him getting like 1 or 2 combos against a good PvPer. But he can do what he wants. Clearly 146,000 of you people also like his content. His PvP on the other hand, I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Which is pretty good. The reason I didn't give it 10 out of 10 people is claim he's like the #1 PvPer. But personally I don't see that in him. I see that he's really wishy-washy with his PvP. You know, one month is playing really good, you know, beating other people, Technoblade and people like that, Fruitberries. But another month he's losing to Sponker, which I put last place. It's Fruitberries, which I was just talking about. Fruitberries is pretty good at PvP, you know, he's beaten people like Hannah XX Rose, which to say isn't very good at PvP, but oh yeah, that's the best one so far. I've seen him lose quite a few times as well. He's won a few 1v4s, but in the end he's kinda like Dream, you know, everyone claims he's pretty good, but he has good game sense, you know, he can tell when people are trying to kill him and stuff. He has pretty good aim, I'll give him that. He's pretty good at strafing, pretty good at combos, pretty good at sword PvP, but in general I think like he is beaten by some other better people like Sharpness. The main reason I put him C was because I don't really like his content. I gave it a 3 out of 10, you know. It's pretty short videos, not much editing involved. Yeah, he goes top of C tier. Someone that I really don't want to put here actually, because I've been watching him and he makes some pretty good content. Tryhard, and Tryhard's going to be a nightmare to try making. I'm just going to use his Minecraft skin. Alright, you know what, this is all I'm doing. So, Tryhard is really good at PvP, and something I noticed about him is that he has incredible aim. Like, not just with his sword, but also with his bow. He will land practically any shot. I haven't caught this one clip which I'll show on the screen right now. And that's really what makes him so good at PvP. But the reason is this low is because his content I feel is a bit bland, you know, it doesn't really have a lot to it. Like, testing out the mace and stuff is just... He's made like 5 videos on that or something. No, 3 videos on it. And the mace is kind of a bland weapon in itself, you know. Just hit someone from a high fall and play their totem. But that's not the only example, just all his videos are pretty bland. I gave his PvP skills a 7.75 out of 10, and I gave his content a 5 out of 10. Next is someone I probably shouldn't have added here because they're a really small YouTuber, but I decided to add them anyway, and their name is Polka. Alright, I'm going to try my best. The reason I added them was because I actually battled them on PvP Legacy a few days ago, and I was recording, so I will actually upload that. And also just because I think they're pretty good at PvP and make some pretty good content, so I decided to add them. I tried. I'm sorry. He makes friend or foe content, which I really like, and I like friend or foe. I watch it. I also love his skin. I think his skin is pretty cool. But yeah, he makes some pretty good content for someone with his amount of subscribers, and is pretty good at PvP, so that's why I decided to put him here. Next we have Rasplin, and Rasplin used to be really good at PvP, but I feel like lately he's kind of been falling off with his PvP skills, and his aim has started decreasing. He's been missing quite a few of his hits. I also feel like his content is a bit too short, and the editing is great, but it doesn't really matter when it's such a short video. And I gave his PvP an 8 out of 10. It would have been higher previously. There we go, that's Rasplin. Pretty hard to tell, but I'm sorry. Next we have Slyze. I've battled Slyze a couple times actually, and every time he beat me. He has good aim, good like reaction time, is a pretty funny guy, which lightens up the content. His intros and stuff could be better, but his audience engagement is pretty good as well. So yeah, Slyze is pretty cool, pretty good at PvP, and yeah, that's why he's there. Next we have a really big YouTuber, which is Sharpness. And I know that's going to shock a lot of people, but I'll tell you why. It's mostly because of his content. I weighed him down because of the content. Yeah, that's Sharpness. Yeah, I don't really like his content, as I was saying. I think it's a bit too... I mean, he tries to antagonize himself too much. He tries to make himself a villain a bit too much. You can even see, like, on his homepage, his description says, Minecraft antagonist. That's not something you should admit to. You should try and act like you're the protagonist, but no, he just goes, conquers servers and everything. And his videos are quite short, and most of them, the PvP content is kind of against people that don't really have any PvP experience. Like, I mean, there's only a few videos where it's actually battling someone good at PvP, which are the interesting videos, but apart from that, his content is just mid, very mid. And his PvP, I gave him an 8 out of 10. He's mainly good at his sword PvP, but I could see him being pretty bad at some others, like UHC and even Axe PvP, who probably isn't too good, and so, yeah, Sharpness is going there. Only a squid. He's pretty good at PvP, that's really all I have to say about him. He makes some pretty good editing. It seems he plays, differently on PvP Legacy than he does on, like, the SMP he plays. I don't know what his SMP name is, but yeah, he just plays differently on it, I feel like. I feel like he, like, tries harder, or he's more suitable with PvP Legacy, and that's not really a good thing, because that means he's not very good at adapting to his surroundings very well. You know, he's a very aggressive person. He really goes in with the attack a lot, but he needs to work on his shield disabling a bit, and I think he, apart from that, he's pretty good at PvP, and he makes some very good editing. You know, top of B tier, I like him quite a bit. I'll probably check him out a few more times in the future. As much as I would love to put him higher, I can't. It's Technoblade. You know what, I'm gonna give him diamond blocks, because he deserves that. Alright, so Technoblade isn't really good at PvP. But the thing about Technoblade is that he's, like, beaten some very big creators. He kinda destroyed Dream, which is why he's so good. And he can carry pretty much any team. But the main reason I put him so high on this list was A, just had to show him some respect, and B, his content was 10 out of 10. That's literally what I ranked him. I gave his PvP a 6 out of 10, but his content 10 out of 10. Every single video. It didn't matter what it was. I was always intrigued to watch it. And even now I still watch some of his Skywars videos. It's really interesting. If it's just content, then he would definitely go on S tier. Top of S tier. Next is SpeedSilver. Now SpeedSilver is pretty good at PvP. He won one of the Scapy tournaments, which I was honestly placing my bets on him, as well as a few other people, but that's irrelevant. Like, I'm not joking. I realize how good he is at PvP. He can win a lot of his like Battle Royale videos. He's very good at surviving it, very good at getting stacked. He's really just a pro at everything. His content I gave him 9.5 out of 10 because it's really intriguing. His editing is great, his intros are great, his storytelling is great. Him as a person is great. It is ManePear. I watched ManePear a bit, and yeah, his storytelling is great, his editing is great, and his PvP skills are great. I watched like a couple clips of him fighting people, and he absolutely destroyed them. His aim is great, won't really miss anything, and he's got great awareness of his surroundings. Recrap 2. Yes, I am actually adding Recrap 2. Alright, Recrap, please change your profile picture, otherwise I cannot build you properly. I'll try. Yeah, I'm sorry, Recrap, you've been bollocks. You've bollocks yourself. You've done this to yourself. I can't do anything for your thing. I don't have enough space. I'm sorry, but I'm going to need to leave you like this. The reason Minecraft's so important is, so high is because his storytelling is absolutely great. You can tell he puts a lot of effort into his videos and everything, and his upload schedule, which I've been ignoring for everyone else, is great. You know, he uploads like either on his main channel or his second channel every 7 days or every week. And his PvP, I've watched him on like livestream and stuff. He's really cautious about what he does. You know, he makes sure not to do anything bad. He pays attention to his surroundings, and most importantly, he's very smart. Like, he knows a lot about Minecraft. He's mastered practically everything: PvP, bridging, speedrunning, Mugm / server assassin. Yeah, it's pretty obvious it's a server assassin, especially after that live stream incident, which I'll show you right now.
What's bubonic mean?
Oh, Mugm, when are you gonna find a clown on a friend or foe? Cause your servers. Oh shit!
And if you don't know who a server assassin is, it's a friend or foe reference. And if you don't know what friend or foe is, then just search it. Now, Mugm is so high if he is the server assassin, which I believe he is. But otherwise, he'd probably be in like B tier, maybe even C tier. I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of his videos, mainly because I find them pretty boring. The server assassin is a pretty intriguing character. PvP is very good, which is I ranked his PvP 9.25 out of 10, and his content 9.5 out of 10. I don't know what to say about him because it's all very hypothetical, but I suppose we'll move to the top of A tier, and the top of A tier is FlameFrags. I gave his content 9.5 out of 10 and his PvP 9.5 out of 10 because, to be honest, there are little flaws. His aim is great, his intelligence is great, his strafing is great, his reaction time is great, and his storytelling is great. To be honest, I'm kind of running out of things to say for everyone now, because it's all just the same stuff, yeah? The only stuff I really had to explain was the bottom people, but now I'm just saying the same stuff with everyone, so yeah, I'm kind of rushing everyone now. My recording's already been going for an hour and a half. I mean, I watch all the videos they upload. This person is, well, I think it's pretty obvious that they've got to be on S tier, because there's one pretty important PvPer which I haven't said yet, and they are in second place. It is ClownPierce. ClownPierce I probably should have put in first place, but I think the next person's videos are just on another level, and their PvP. Yeah, I love his friend or foe content. He's a great YouTuber. His editing is kind of poor, but at the same time I kind of like his raw PvP. His storytelling for like season 3 of Lifesteal and just every season of Lifesteal is pretty great. There's not a lot of things I can criticize him for. And with that, we have moved to the top of S tier. Someone that has only really been a PvP YouTuber recently. In fact, I don't even know if I can consider them a PvP YouTuber, because they don't. I mean, yeah, I guess I can. MinuteTech. Yeah, MinuteTech. I bet you never saw that coming. There's really not anything to criticize him for, except having a complex profile picture. I mean, every single thing about him is great. His PvP I gave a 10 out of 10, because frankly, I think he might even be better than ClownPierce in this day and age. I think he's in his prime, and ClownPierce isn't really anymore. ClownPierce is kinda outdated now, but his content is 10 out of 10, you know, his storytelling and everything. His videos are great, his editing is great, his intros are great, and that is why he is first place. We have Sponker, Dream, DrDonut, Caman, RKY, Minemanner, Fruitberries, Tryhard, Polka, Rasplin, Slyze, Sharpness, Squid, Technoblade, SpeedSilver, ManePear, Runnerup, Mugm, FlameFrags, me, ClownPierce, and MinuteTech. Now subscribe.